News.
Glasshouse Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and a camera to help locate and solve your problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing as well as repairs. Glasshouse Plumbing. Call the office at 573-729-0014 and they can get you taken care of.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
May savings are going strong at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You can save up to 40% on select travel accessories. Save up to 22% on selected night vision LED bulbs starting at $69.99 each. And Gear Up Bug Scrub Sponges, $2.23 each. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your weather forecast. Well, today will continue to be sunny with a high temperature near 79 and northwesterly winds will be 9 to 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour. Tonight we expect mostly clear skies with a low temperature around 53 degrees. Northwesterly winds will be around 5 miles per hour. They'll become calm during this evening. Then tomorrow we should be sunny with a high temperature near 77 degrees. Calm winds that become northeasterly around 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow night we expect mostly clear skies, low temperature around 53 degrees. We'll have light and variable winds. Thursday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 78 degrees. Winds will be out of the southeast at 5 to 7 miles per hour. Thursday night, we do have a 30% chance of showers after midnight with partly cloudy skies and low around 55. Then Friday, we have a chance of showers with also some thunderstorms possible during the afternoon. Chance of precipitation on Friday is 40% with partly sunny skies and high near 76 degrees. Friday night, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly cloudy skies, low around 57. Then Saturday, we start out the month of June with a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies and high near 80 degrees. Saturday night will be partly cloudy, low around 61. Then Sunday, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms with mostly sunny skies and high near 83. Sunday night should be partly cloudy with low around 65. And Monday, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Monday with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 83 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It seems that the agriculture industry has spent a whole lot of time for a whole lot of years reminding our customers how little they pay for food instead of promoting its quality and how diverse and abundant and safe it is. At a time when everything is more expensive, increases in the price of food seem to be getting more than their fair share of scrutiny. We have a consumer base seasoned to expect cheap food. You and I know it costs a great amount of money, time, and often back-breaking effort to farm and ranch in this country. But none of that matters when the consumer of what is grown only cares about the price they pay for it. Some today might be willing to pay a little more for a product that is labeled or advertised as sustainable, as if farmers and ranchers have not been sustainable in the past. To have a sustainable farm or ranch, you must create something that is both environmentally and economically enduring. We all know it takes a significant investment to produce quality meat, milk, eggs, poultry, corn, soybeans, hay, grain, sorghum, tomatoes, cranberries, sweet corn, sweet potatoes, apples, peaches, grapes, and every other agricultural product grown by farmers and ranchers in this country. Consumers expect cheap, sustainable food, not better tasting, not higher quality, not abundant, not safer. We as an overall agricultural industry have not done the best job promoting those things most farmers and ranchers strive to provide to customers. Our food supply is safe, diverse, and more abundant than it ever has been. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Want to get out of just about anything and look like an earth-saving hero? Just use the environment excuse. High school reunion? Sorry, can't. Planetary obligations. Unfortunate bridesmaid's dress? Unfortunately, you promised the climate you'd buy more vintage. Chauffeuring teens? The earth really needs them to hoof it. The environment is always the best excuse. Find your out and opt in to cutting carbon. Just visit theenvironmentexcuse.org. Brought to you by
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
A slow start for direct cash cattle and cash hog business. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. It's a typically quiet start to the week for direct cash cattle trade activity. Bids and asking prices are slow to surface. Buyers and sellers are readying for the shortened week ahead. Significant trade volume could hold out until sometime Thursday or Friday. Deals last week ranged from $187 to $192, mostly $187 live in the South. That's $1 higher than the prior week's weighted averages. Dress deals in the North had a full range of $300 to $305, mostly $302 to $305, which was steady to $5 higher than the previous week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. Boxed beef is higher at midday with solid demand for moderate offerings. Choice up 206 at $312.51. Select is $1.49 higher at $303.21. In South Dakota last week, feeder steers under 700 pounds were $7 to $10 higher. Steers 700 to 900 pounds were steady to $4 higher. Steers over 900 pounds were steady to $5 lower. Feeder heifers under 650 pounds were $5 to $10 higher. And heifers over 650 pounds were $2 to $5 higher. The USDA says demand was very good for steers and heifers, but the best demand was for lighter cattle that will hit finishing weights in late winter or early next year. Medium and large one feeder steers, 653 to 687 pounds, brought 276 to 321.50. Feeder steers, 853 to 898 pounds, brought 243.50 to $260. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 655 to 689 pounds, brought $260 to $291. Cash hogs were not reported at midday with very light negotiated purchases. While processors may need to make up for this holiday shortened week, it's not surprising that business is off to a sluggish start. Processors just haven't been in a position to be forced to bid up and move needed numbers. Demand for U.S. pork remains strong on the global market. Domestic demand is also seeing a bit of a bump. Both are supportive to prices. At Illinois, slaughters how prices were $1 higher with moderate demand for moderate to heavy offerings at $36 to $48. Barrows and gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $51 to $61. And pork values were sharply higher at midday at $4.23 at $103.37. This is not a huge surprise coming out of this long holiday weekend. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
So I wanted to talk with you and your mom today, Lily, because some people at school have noticed changes going on with you, and we're concerned.
Like what? Who?
Some of your friends, teachers. It sounds like you've lost interest in a lot of things lately. You're hanging with new friends.
So,
individually, maybe those things are no big deal, but taken together, and then the incident the other day, you were with Derek when he was caught selling marijuana.
Yeah, he was selling it.
Honey, we know. But we care about you and want to know what's going on.
That's right. We just want to understand better and see how we might help. And if weed is a part of it, we just want to make sure you understand the negative consequences for someone your age, the physical and mental health effects, the poor decision making, and the confusing legal aspects these days. So what do you say? Can we talk?
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Bobby Lynn Williams, age 80 of Salem, passed away Wednesday, May 22nd. Graveside services for Bobby Lynn Williams will be today at 2 o'clock with military honors at the Missouri Veterans Cemetery, Waynesville, Missouri. And all arrangements for Bobby Lynn Williams of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Edna Ann Hannah of Cuba passed away Saturday, May 25th, at the age of 66 years. Graveside services for Edna Ann Hannah will be Thursday morning at 10 o'clock at the Martin Trask Cemetery, Cherryville, Missouri. And all arrangements for Edna Ann Hannah of Cuba are under the direction of the Britton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. Kathy Louise McClellan, age 62 of Salem, passed away Friday, May 24th. Funeral services for Kathy McClellan will be Thursday at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends will also be Thursday from 11 o'clock in the morning until service time at 1. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Kathy McClellan of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred in Dent County Monday morning at 2:29 on Highway 119 at Route E that took the life of a Salem teenager. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2008 Pontiac G6 driven westbound by a 16-year-old male juvenile from Salem experienced a mechanical failure, causing the Pontiac to travel off Highway 119 from Route E into the wood line, striking a tree. According to the report, a passenger in the Pontiac, 18-year-old Danny Lubers of Salem, was pronounced dead at the scene by Dent County Deputy Coroner Gina White. His body was taken to the Wilson Mortuary in Salem. Another passenger, a 15-year-old male from Salem, suffered moderate injuries, as did the juvenile driver. The 15-year-old boy was taken to the Salem Memorial Hospital by Salem Ambulance, while the 16-year-old driver was taken by a private-operated vehicle to the hospital. It was unknown if the juveniles were wearing seat restraints at the time of the accident, while the report indicated that Lubers was not. The Pontiac was totaled and removed from the scene by American Automotive. The Highway Patrol was assisted at the scene by the Dent County Sheriff's Department and the Salem Police Department. An accident occurred Saturday afternoon at 4:35 in Phelps County on Route BB and Phelps County Road 3130. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2016 Ford Fiesta driven eastbound by 22-year-old Hope Olquin of Rolla stopped to make a left-hand turn and was struck from behind by a 2007 Toyota Yaris driven eastbound by a 16-year-old female juvenile of Rolla. Olquin suffered minor injuries, as did two passengers in her vehicle, 20-year-old Jason Archuleta and 20-year-old Miahan Warwick of Rolla. Everyone is taken by a personal vehicle to Phelps Health for treatment. Everyone involved was wearing a seat restraint. The Ford Fiesta had minor damage and was driven from the scene, while the Toyota Yaris sustained moderate damage and was towed from the scene by the owner. A 5-vehicle accident happened Friday evening in Franklin County at 7:45 on eastbound I-44 just east of Missouri 100. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2025 Hyundai Elantra being driven by 45-year-old Carl Antle of Catawassa, Missouri, a 2007 Dodge Caliber being driven by 35-year-old David Riggs of Rolla, a 2017 Honda CR-V being driven by 66-year-old David Zusel of Florissant, a 2005 Chevrolet Impala being driven by 47-year-old Pamela Mathis of St. Clair, and a 2015 Honda Odyssey being driven by 23-year-old Ashley Espino of Bowling Green, Kentucky, were all traveling east on the interstate. In the driving lane, the driver of the Dodge was distracted and following too close and struck the Sonata, causing it to strike the concrete barrier. The front of the Honda then struck the rear of the Dodge, then the left side of the Sonata. The driver of the Impala attempted to slow the vehicle and came to a stop in traffic. The driver of the Odyssey attempted to slow down but failed to stop in time and struck the rear of the Impala, pushing it into the rear of both the Dodge and the CR-V. Antle and Jusel both suffered moderate injuries and were both taken by ambulance to Mercy Hospital, St. Louis. Riggs and Espino both suffered minor injuries and were also taken to Mercy, St. Louis. All 5 vehicles sustained extensive damage and all were removed from the scene by Patriots Towing. The report went on to state that all the drivers involved were wearing seat restraints. The Salem Board of Aldermen will be meeting at the City Hall Auditorium this evening at 6 o'clock. After the agenda is approved, the board will go into closed session to discuss contracts. Following closed session, the board will approve the consent agenda before hearing any public comments. The board will then hear a request for the closure of 4th, 5th, and Iron Streets around the Courthouse Square for Summerfest on June 8th that will be held from 10:30 in the morning until 6 in the evening. The request will be made by David Lytle and Burgundy Lytle. The board will then hear and discuss bids for the transformers, electric poles, and the TAP downtown project. In new and miscellaneous business, the board will hear resolution number 12-2024 that would allow the mayor to execute an agreement of 1 year, which would be a memorandum of understanding between the City of Salem and Missouri State University West Plains Adult Education and Literacy Program to allow for a classroom space at 202 North Washington to be used for AEL education in Salem. The board will hear the second reading of Bill number 3609, amending the City Code of Salem regarding the creation and membership of the Airport Advisory Board. After the reports of the city officials, the board will go back into closed session to discuss legal actions. The meeting of the City of Salem Board of Aldermen tonight is open to the public. Dent County Prosecutor Andrew Curley has released information on a number of cases heard in front of Judge Michael Randazzo on Wednesday, May 22nd. In the first case heard, Ronald Breeding of Salem pleaded guilty to felony resisting arrest as a persistent felony offender. Breeding was sentenced to 7 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections as requested by the prosecutor. The case of Kristen Thompson of Salem was heard, and she pleaded guilty to the unlawful use of a weapon. Thompson made the plea after serving 24 days in jail. Prosecutor Curley sought a 4-year suspended execution of sentence due to the nature of the incident, with the standard terms of probation and no contact provisions with the victim and his family. Thompson sought a suspended imposition of sentence with probation. Over the objection of the state, Thompson received a suspended imposition of sentence and was placed on probation for 5 years. The probation case of Bobby Aller of St. Louis was heard as he was on probation for felony driving while having his license revoked and the possession of a controlled substance. Prosecutor Curley requested his probation be revoked, and Judge Randazzo agreed, sentencing Aller to serve 7 years in the Missouri Department of Corrections. In the case of Isaac Gormley of Salem, he pleaded guilty to the possession of a controlled substance, methamphetamine. Judge Randazzo sentenced him to a 7-year suspended execution sentence with 5 years of probation and parole after serving a jail sentence as requested by the prosecutor. The next case was that of Trevor Elrod of Salem, who pleaded guilty to a Class E felony for domestic assault in the 3rd degree after serving 45 days in the Denton County Jail. Elrod was sentenced to a 4-year suspended execution of sentence with 5 years of probation and parole with no contact with the victim or the victim's father. In the last case heard that day, Britta Botkin of Salem pleaded guilty to the possession of controlled substance, fentanyl. She was sentenced to serve 7 years under the RSMO Section 559.115 program as requested by Prosecutor Curley. Missouri is home to more than 1 million anglers, 500,000 hunters, and several thousand trappers. The Missouri Department of Conservation issues nearly 2.6 million hunting, fishing, and trapping permits each year. While permit prices have increased only slightly over the last 20 years, the Department of Conservation's cost of doing conservation work have increased significantly. To keep pace with continual rising costs of goods and services, the Missouri Department of Conservation has implemented initial price adjustments to most permits over the past several years and proposes additional modest and gradual adjustments to permit prices over the coming years. For 2025, MDC is proposing an incremental increase to non-resident permit prices and a few residential permit prices. The Missouri Conservation Commission gave initial approval to the MDC proposed permit price adjustments at its May 24th open meeting in Jefferson City. Examples of permit increases that would affect local citizens include increasing the cost of the daily fishing license from $8 to $9, the cost of a trout tag from $10 to $12, youth daily trout tag is suggested to go from $5 to $6, the daily hunting license is to go from $14.50 to $15, and the migratory bird license is suggested to go from $6.50 to $7.50. The Missouri Department of Conservation will seek public comments about the proposed permit price adjustments starting July 2nd and ending on August 1st. Get more information and submit comments at mdc.mo.gov. The department will then compile comments received and share them with the Commission prior to the September 6th Commission open meeting, when it will give final consideration to the proposed permit price adjustments. If approved, the changes would become effective January 1st, 2025. Well, that's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the American Legion Post number 99, Looking Glass Salon, Salem Senior Center, and McCoy Vision Clinic, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
this is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hello, my name is Dr. Nasser Al-Masalma, but you can call me Dr. Al. I am a board-certified physician on internal medicine at SMDH, Family Medicine, where I look to find the cause of your health problem, then prescribe the right treatment and remedy to make you healthy again. I am accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
We call it America's pastime, the great game of baseball.
In Cardinals Nation, it's the fabric of our community.
It's the Gas House Gang, Stan the Man, the Old Redhead, Ozzy, Yachty, Wayno, and now Arenado.
Cardinals baseball is part of what makes us, us. St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. 2 Salem Tigers were named to the Class 4 District 4 Baseball All-District team from play in St. Clair. Those players were Trey Richter and Blake Edwards. Congratulations, men. For the Salem Ladies Softball Tigers, Kylie Wood was named to the Class 4 District 3 All-District team from play at Potosi. Congratulations, Kylie. Paul Goldschmidt homered for the second straight game, but that was all the St. Louis offense could muster. Plus errors by Nolan Arenado and Goldschmidt led to 2 unearned runs in the second inning, and that proved to be the difference as Cincinnati beat the Cards Monday 3-1. The teams play again today at 4:45 right here on KSMO. Kansas City Royals scored 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning, but fell short in their comeback bid as they lost to the Minnesota Twins Monday 6-5 for their second straight loss after 8 straight wins. The Royals and Twins play again tonight at Target Field. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Remember, large trucks and buses need more room to maneuver, so respect the load and share the road. This message brought to you by Show Me Zero.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Royals' 9th inning rally came up short. Casey put up 4 runs in the final inning, but they dropped their second in a row, losing at Minnesota 6-5, and that rally came all with 2 outs. But Bobby Witt Jr. grounded out to the pitcher with runners on second and third, manager Matt Quattrero.
It doesn't surprise me. We put good at-bats together. The early part of the game, Joe Ryan just, pitched really well against us, and that happens. He's really good. So our guys didn't give up. We gave ourselves a chance.
The Cardinals' 5-game win streak ended with a 3-1 loss in Cincinnati. Paul Goldschmidt hit his 3rd home run in a span of 24 hours. That came in the 1st inning. Lance Lynn gave up a homer in the 1st, and then 2 unearned runs in the 2nd, and the Cardinals didn't do much after that.
It's a loss, and, hopefully come back tomorrow and have a chance to win. For myself, it's take the good, learn from it, take the bad, learn from it, and get ready for the next one.
Down 4-0 to Duke in the 9th inning of their final Super Regional game, Mizzou softball had one more late charge in them. A 3-run homer by freshman Abby Hay pulled the Tigers to within 1, but that's as close as they could get. Coach Larissa Anderson says the Rockbridge alum was emotional leading up to the game.
She said, "I don't want this season to end." That's what her last at bat was I'm not going to make the last out. I don't want this to end. I want to keep giving us a chance to be able to play again.
The Tigers were looking for an appearance in the College World Series for the first time since 2011.
Just like KSMO softball, Red Hawks baseball won the Ohio Valley tournament, got an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament, and they'll also head to Arkansas as the 4 seed. KSMO will face the Razorbacks Friday at 2. A record 11 teams from the SEC made the tournament. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sport.
Not all people are the same. And yet, when we visit the doctor, our treatments don't look that different. Why is that? Because we just don't have enough information to do it better. By gathering health data from 1 million people, our country's best researchers will be able to develop treatments that are as unique and complex as we are. With this new information, doctors will have a better understanding of disease so they can innovate the next great breakthroughs in medicine. Learn more at joinallofus.org.
Can you imagine what it must be like to have nowhere to turn as a young teen? This happens when parents struggle with addiction, may be incarcerated, or unable to care for their child. And it's devastating. Halo is the foundation of a family for children without one, surrounding them with support, meeting their basic needs, and helping them set and reach their goals. With your support, homeless youth are given a chance at a better life. Go to haloworldwide.org today.
Need your windshield replaced or have a chip in that windshield? Call Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 729-3900. Tim will set up an appointment and get you taken care of. Or if you've had a fender bender or crashed your vehicle, Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care can handle all of your auto body needs. Take your vehicle to Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 1202 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem across from Walmart. Locally owned by Tim Smith.
At Tropical Smoothie Cafe, summer is our season. And we're kicking it off with a free 12-ounce Island Punch smoothie for National Flip-Flop Day. Grab your flip-flops and head to your local cafe on May 29th from 2 to 7 p.m. Terms and conditions apply.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council. University of Missouri encourages you to eat smart, like a tiger. Brighten your plate with vegetables that are red, orange, or dark green. Try cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, summer squash, carrots, or radishes. They not only taste great, but are good for you too. Find more tips like this at muext.us/eatsmartlikeatiger. This message was funded by USDA SNAP.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
What's the signature of success in the hay and forage industry? A bale roll with a Vermeer 504R signature baler. Designed for convenience, ease of use, and durability, the working man now has a baler for any operation. Let your baler help you put up the best bales in town with durable components, an aggressive rotor, and a camless wide pickup that features fewer moving parts than ever before. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with a 3-year pickup warranty. The 504R signature baler is truly one of a kind. Visit your Vermeer dealer, Salem Farm Equipment, Highway 19 South in Salem today.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H Auto Supply, you'll find these great deals. Save $25 on all custom hitches. Lucas Fuel Treatment, 2 for $9. And Mobil 1 Full Synthetic Oil, $35.95 for 5 quarts. Come on by today at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Parts City, yeah, Parts City, Parts City.
The Bank of Salem has an important notice for their drive-through customers. The drive-through hours will be as follows: Monday through Thursday from 7:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m., Friday 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m., and on Saturday 8 a.m. until noon. The Bank of Salem lobby hours will remain 8:30 a.m. until 3 at the main bank, and at the drive-in location 8:30 until 4:30, Monday through Friday. The ATM is available 24/7 at both locations. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tiffany Bland. I'm the new MD at SMDH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment today. SMDH Family Medicine is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
Missouri Net News, I'm Ashley Bird. Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe is in southeast Missouri today to view storm damage there. The National Weather Service confirmed that tornadoes touched down in Missouri on Sunday. One was in St. Louis County, and an EF1 tornado was in Texas County. Construction on expanding Interstate 70 to 6 lanes across the state will begin after the 4th of July holiday weekend. Aaron Kopinski is director for Improved I-70, says some citizens were concerned about plans to overhaul 2 major intersections, one at I-70 at US 63 in Columbia and I-70 and US 54 at Kingdom City.
And once we're able to kind of explain that there's been a lot of engineering that's gone in place to try to make sure that we're really confident that those are going to work well for not just 4 or 5 years down the road, but 20 years down the road, people feel much more comfortable with what's being done.
This is Missouri Net News.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.